Okay, so I'm back with another video, except the original plan was I was just gonna do a reaction to the Summers Game Fest showcase. However, I needed to abort the mission because I fucked up my audio setting, and this is what it sounded like throughout the whole thing. So yeah, most of it really isn't usable, and whatever is, I will try to incorporate into videos or shorts. But enough about that. We're talking about Street Fighter and Elena and Year 3 and the Year 3 patch or whatever. But start with Elena. Off the dome, she's cool. I I like that she's not a fireball character. Truth be told, I think there's a lot. I don't really like. She's super unique, and I don't think we have that in Street Fighter 6. Not that unique characters don't exist, or it's just that a lot of the characters like have either components of the same flow or just straight up the same flow. Like drive rush, low drive rush, or fireball drive rush and whatever, but she doesn't have that, and she's got a weird ass throw loop where it's a frame link, and that's super cool. But not just Elena, we got the new costumes, and I like hers and Mai's. Bison's is whatever, and I don't like baggy clothes, truth be told, on Terry, so that's whatever. And more importantly, we got the year 3 announcements, which during the my failed reaction, I was like, "Oh, the leaks are true." And with that though, the thing that's really a downer for me is that immediately right away in there in the Capcom tweet announcement or whatever, on the graphic it said Ingrid and Alex are or early spring and then late spring, and that it's like, god damn, dude, that's a year. That's a whole year from now we're gonna get Ingrid. Like, oh, what are you doing with that time, you know? And the hot hand theory is that they're kind of like warnings, or not warnings. Warnings sound bad. They're like little heads up that they're kind of like what's to come, like my or not my yeah my and Terry come out, and then we get the fighting game collection, what, like a year later ish after their announcement. No, like 9 months. And now the hot thing is, well, Capcom's got something in the works, since it's not MVC4 with Tokon's announcement, and Ingrid's in it, probably. Everyone just assumes it's a new like Capcom All Stars or CVS3, which I need to talk about that. I want to do. I think I might do like a really small like Marvel Got Motion video. Anyway, so I think that's the game plan, and part of that why I bring this up is, so the hot thing is that Nakayama, the director, has like tweeted builds of a defunct old arcade Capcom fighting game, and Ingrid was in it, Alex was in it, and in some of the pictures, Makoto and Sakura are beneath them. And that would kind of fit the thing they got going with the 2 and 2 boys and girls and whatnot. But I'm getting sidetracked, which I gotta do like a little victory lap, right? Like bar for bar, which is that for my realistic year 3 outlook. I would have put Crimson Viper in, and lo and behold, we got Crimson Viper, which, you know, it's whatever. It's not about her though. We also got 2, which I said I'd want, but my temperament, I think from the beginning, you could tell it's kind of changed at least. Just don't make him Fireball Drive Rush. You can make him obnoxious, you can make him annoying, as long as he's doing it in his own way. All right, we don't need that. And then we got Alex, which another third strike or like 3 or 3 character, which we do need. I am in the boat. We need them more. Give me more of them. And then Ingrid, which like this is my this would be like my I don't know how to describe it, man. I don't know nothing about her. I know she's from the failed game. I know she's in that really bad like Capcom collection game, and I know she's in one of the Alpha 3s, I'm pretty sure. And that's all I got. And I kinda like that it's a really weird season. It's a really, really weird season. We have I I don't know if like the Street Fighter 2 boost is enough, and that like let's be real, right? It's been what like 15 years almost that like C Viper debuted. Or I guess longer because she was in Vanilla for. So like, and I know and I know C Viper has her like cult following. I don't want to call him a cult. That feels mean, but she's got that devoted fan base. But it does kind of feel like a it is what it is season, if that makes sense. Like, here's what we got, here's what we want, and yada yada. And I like that to a degree. I just think I think doing Terry and Mai off rip was a bit of a fumble, but it also just makes sense considering that City of the Wolves was coming out around that time too, or like the help combo into City of the Wolves. But solid pass. I wonder if those costumes will take as long, and like we are just in the dark about this being the precedent for it, because oh my god, was that bad. Oh, and then there was this whole like war raging on Twitter right now, right, about three characters versus two characters, and I think it's a little silly, and like based on a lot of like the context of Street Fighter 6, it being like the first game to come out that takes place after two, after three. My bad. And the fact that it was the first, since it is the first game, and we got almost all of the World Warriors back without having a single three roster or three representative in base roster. Because people talk about like Ryu, Ken, Chun Li, and Akuma as like the mainstays, while people dunk on Honda, Sim, Blanca, and Guile, which I kind of agree for Blanca, Honda, and Dalsim. However, I think Guile and Zangief are in this weird spot where like Six has not added an original like new charge character, if I'm not mistaken. Like we're gonna get Alex, and like Bison is what the fourth newest character or whatever, and those are pre-existing dudes. Like we haven't gotten one, and like like Manon and Lily as grapplers don't function the same way as Zangief does. So I think he also feels like a void that like that maybe they're intentionally like leaving open for him to fill, but nonetheless, I think the whole like debate wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't like if like they didn't talk about Street Fighter 6 the way they did before like release and whatnot. Because like I see people try and dunk on Cammy or not Cammy, DJ and stuff, but like DJ's redesign in this game is raw. It rules. I love the way he looks. I genuinely do. And then one last note I have is, and this is just me throwing it like out there in the universe, putting that energy, that hope, is I would bet that we get the new costumes or like teasers or like whatever it is, either when Sagat, a little after Sagat drops. I won't say when Sagat drops, or when C Viper drops. I mean, bro, there's a bajillion dollars if she drops and then like her costume three is like a bikini, like a swimsuit, or like I don't know, man. I mean, shoot. I mean, look at Jury's third costume, right? They can get creative with it. But other than that, I think that's all I really got for Street Fighter 6 Year 3 as of right now. So thank you to anyone who made it this far listening. Really appreciate it. I truly do mean that. I'm just doing whatever, just talking, putting this out there. So if you watched a minute, a second, 5 minutes, you just clicked and clicked off. I really do appreciate it.